However, they claimed that this very memory of mine could become an obstacle to the Murim Alliance's future. After that, I thought I died, but when I opened my eyes, I had gone back to the past. And then, thanks to the martial arts manuals still remaining in my head, I defeated Gai Chul-Young, someone I never could have beaten originally. What the hell? The hell is going on? Now that I think about it, while my body and clothes went back to how they were in this era, only the Azure Dragon Ring came back to the past with me. Azure Dragon Ring, the Law Protector's bracelet from the demonic cult, which I got as a trophy from that win. I remember this bracelet suddenly brightly glowing right when my breath stopped in my previous life. Why could this bracelet have Jave something to do? Return to the You'd better hand over that Jin Sound kid right now. I need to see the guy WHO cracked open our Chul-Young's skull. My apologies, it was our negligence as supervisors, so please talk to me, not to Sound. What this voice is, are that Uproting Song is temporarily resisted with the Tabal sect due to circumstances. He is still the legitimate son of our Giberi-Ong merchant group. Since you're living off our group's sponsorship, how about we cut off the funding starting this month? Grateful for were always the kindness of the Gyeoryong merchant. I'm well aware of that. Group sect leader. But seeing how our Sound lainted, it seems Chul-Young must have hit Sound as well. No, we'll strictly discipline Sound, so please overlook it just this once. And that man is Gai Yeon Sok, the father of Gai Chul-Young, the one I punished. Punish that Jin Sound brat. How dare some lowly bumpkin not know his place? No wonder the Taeeul sect is in this state. If you as sect leader had taught HW properly from the start, this never would beg your forgiveness. A second life. All right. GEUMON plaque. Time to stir things up a bit. I'll overlook it just this once. HMPH GYEORYONG Merchant Group Leader, Gai Yeon Sok, father of Gai Chul-Young. I heard you were desperately looking for me. Hello, I'm the lowly bumpkin. Jin Sound. Jin Sound. That Jin Sound. Oh, 60 you're the bastard WHO heard our Chul-Young. Why are you calling me a bastard? You're not even that much older than me. Question mark question mark question mark. Right, I went back. No anyway. Making such a big fuss over one hit to the head during a duel. Senior brother Gai enters the Murim Academy. Later, are you planning to chase him all the way there in Kaza? Scene 2. What? You used cowardly tricks under the guise of a duel to split open our Chul-Young's. And Chul-Young as a child WHO doesn't even need to train place martial arts in a PLA like your Taeil sect. All you people have to do is serve Chul-Young devotedly until he gets into the MURIM Academy. But there are over 10 juniors WHO couldn't get up for days after being hit by senior brother Gai. And since we're on the topic of duels, let me say this. Getting into the Murim Academy with martial skills, that let him lose to a lowly bumpkin from a third-rate sect. You're the one who's asleep on your feet. Why you brat? How dare you? You must think you can ACT 60 high and mighty because you believe you can take responsibility even if our group cuts off its sponsorship of the Taeul sect. Even if the Taeil sect is one of the Bekpal Bong, isn't it just a third-rate sect on the brink of extinction? RESPONSBILITY. If I feel like it, I can make a deal with any other sect I want at any time. But if that happens, won't your tabule sect have to start worrying about tomorrow's meal right away? BAEKPALBONG refers to the 108 main sects of the MURIM alliance. The Tail sect is one of them. In other words, the Tail sect is a third-rate sect that's lost its former glory and is Bekpal Bong in name only. Anyway, there is one privilege that the Murim alliance grants to these Bekpal Bong sects. And that is MURIM Academy. During the Murim Academy entrance exam, each sect can recommend one disciple for special admission without a separate test. So, although Bai Chul Young is the legitimate son of the Gyeoryong group merchant and not originally from the BAEKPALBONG, he joined our insignificant Tail sect as a lay disciple, after paying a massive sponsorship fee in order to enter the Murim Academy via special admission. However, go right ahead and do it. Responsibility. I'll take it, so. Go ahead. But there's something I'm really curious about. There's less than a year left until the special admission selection. What? So why did you send your precious son to such a pathetic place? Instead of any of the many other Bekpal Bong sects. Surely, it wasn't because you got rejected by all of them, right? Why you bastard. In my previous life, we catered to the GYEORYONG merchant group's every whim. Why you arrogant brat, how dare you? How dare you, D.O. You even know WHO. IAM, to speak to me like that. In fact, we were the ones WHO recommended Gai Chul Young for special admission and got him into the Murim Academy. Compose yourself. Don't you know? The Murim alliance doesn't even care about nobodies like the Tail sect anymore. Keep in mind that the only ones WHO can save you now are US, the Gyeoryong merchant group. And yet, after Gai Chul Young entered the Murim Academy, please remember this, the only ones WHO can save the Gyeoryong merchant group are US, the Tail sect. The Gyeoryong merchant group ended up cutting their sponsorship anyway. There's no point in begging others to protect you. You need to have the power to protect yourself. You insolent brat. That's what I learned through dying. But how? See, haven't thought that far ahead. For now, I have only one main task. Stronger. But it's hard to get strong with just our wasteful Tail mental technique and the Sochian sword art. So that leaves only one path. Gaining overwhelming inner energy through spiritual herbs. The legendary spiritual herb 10,000 year fire ginseng. The Tangu spiritual herb book, Alliance's secret documents. Held discovery lock appearance movement ru every spiritual that ever appy nian ghu. And all of that content is perfectly stored in my head. So I plan to recall the book's records and track down and eat those spiritual herbs one by one. But OBLEM is that prob guardian the bash decode. Getting the 10,000 year fire ginseng is the first step. All right. With our tabule sect Sochian sword art. After pinning it down in a single blow. There's no way that's going to work. My inner energy and sword skills are both weak. After cramming hundreds thousands of T books into my head. The martial pat HP, I don't really care about that stuff. Winning by any means necessary is all that matters. Thank you so much, you bastards of the MURIM alliance. Later on, I realized something. That remarkable swordsmanship isn't everything. Jonggu spiritual herb book. Ginseng open black lens bracket 10 thou you sand year fire close black lens bracket. Human-faced spider. 10,000 year fire ginseng sheds the mortal shell and is excellent for increasing inner energy in both yang and yin essences. It was discovered in a cave of spiritual earth, but was guarded by a human-faced spider, with a spider's body and a human face. Human-faced spider. A spiritual creature that sprays poison and acidic fluid, wrapping animals in webs to drain their bodily fluids. Its outer shell is hard, so weapons cannot harm it. Since the webs around it are highly flammable, wait until it starts eating, then launch a surprise attack with fire. Launch a surprise attack with fire.